Welcome back, everyone. My name's Nyjee, but everyone calls me Nyj. So you already know, you can call me Nyj. Today we're going to be doing these blueberry waffles with some homemade infused cinnamon syrup and a blueberry pomegranate compote. So let's get started. So let's start off with the syrup. We're going to take some cinnamon sticks in some water and boil that for about 10 minutes. Just in case I forget to say a measurement or miss a step, I will leave all the measurements and ingredients in the description below. So please don't forget to check it out down there. So when it comes to this recipe, I do recommend doing the syrup first. You can even make the syrup a day or two before. The longer you let it sit is the thicker it'll get. So after it comes to a boil, I'm going to strain off the cinnamon sticks because it does break apart and you definitely don't want chunks of cinnamon in your syrup. So after we've drained that, I'm going to bring it back up to a boil and I'm going to whisk in vigorously some sugar. And while that is dissolving, I'm also going to add some brown sugar just for some depth. Homemade syrup has kind of been my jam lately, so I definitely wanted to make it for this recipe. If you've never made syrup before, I definitely recommend giving it a try. It's way easier than you think. But after you melted down all the sugar, you're going to take it off the heat and pop it in the fridge for about an hour. It'll start to thicken, but if you really want to thicken, I definitely recommend putting it in the fridge for about 6 hours. Let's get into our waffles. I'm going to start with 2 cups of flour, some melted butter, some eggs, and I'm also going to be using some more ingredients just in case I miss them or skip over them. They will be in the description box below with measurements. But I am going to add 2 cups of milk. I'm going to add all of my milk at once, simply because some people like their waffles on the thinner, lighter side, so it does appear that my batter is watery at first. Some people like for their batter to be like this. I'm personally not that kind of individual, so I will add another cup and a half. But if you want to start this recipe, start with 2 cups and then gradually add more flour, about a half of cup, till you get to the consistency that you would prefer. This is completely a preference. You could just add frozen blueberries, but I like fresh ingredients, so I like to mash up a little bit of my blueberries before I put them in my batter. I don't know, it kind of just helps with the spreading of the blueberries when I decide to pour it on the waffle maker. I'm not saying I bought a new waffle maker for this video specifically, but I bought a new waffle maker for this video specifically. I really wanted to try this waffle maker out and I love it. Oh my goodness. I got this on sale at Walmart for like 15 bucks. And it is one of my favorite waffle makers of all time now. It is a Belgian waffle maker. And I don't like to fill up my waffle, as you can tell. I love when waffles have these like asymmetrical sides. So I add about half a cup of waffle batter and I just add that to the machine and let it do what it do for about 7 minutes. And after my syrup has rested for about 2 hours, you have this consistency, and definitely I held my syrup for about 6 days, and it just got more and more thick as it stayed in the fridge. But yeah, I was really happy. It was my first time doing cinnamon infused syrup, and I am so happy with the outcome. And onto our compote. I'm going to start with some sugar, a healthy lemon wedge, and some blueberries with pomegranate. I'm going to add that to a pan, and I'm going to add some sugar on top and enough water just to cover the fruit. Making a compote is necessarily just cooking fruit in a syrup. And I absolutely love making compotes. It is such a fun way to spice up your waffles, and waffles aren't meant to be super sweet. It's really what you put on top of them that makes them sweet. So this is going to give me my little taste of sweetness to my waffles. So after folding in the sugar to the pomegranates, I'm going to kick my heat up a little more and turn it up on high, and it is just going to all come together. And when I have a good boil to it, I like to add my lemon wedge. I squeeze my lemon into, you can also use lemon juice, but I had lemons on hand, and you will see it all just come together. And compotes go through a few different stages, but just be patient and take your time. But the compote really does all the work. You really just are there to make sure everything runs accordingly. A good indication to know that your compote is done, it coats the back of a spoon and it bubbles and it's on the thicker side. Now we're just going to plate up everything that we've made and give it a good look. This is my first time doing a breakfast recipe on my channel. Breakfast is my favorite meal of the day. I really enjoy creating breakfast recipes, so I am so excited that I got to share this recipe with you all. And blueberry everything I love, so I'm sorry I didn't do chocolate chips or strawberry, but I really have a soft spot in my heart for blueberry, so I definitely had to pull out the blueberry waffles. I am in awe how wonderful everything came out today. The waffles are fluffy, the compote is delicious, the syrup is just the right amount of kick to complement the meal. So I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe, and I hope that you create it. And I am so grateful for all the support and love on my channel so far. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye guys.